What's up guys, you're very welcome to the first Degenerate watch of 2021. I'd like to start off this episode by wishing each and every one of you a very happy new year. I hope you had a really good one and hopefully this year's a bit better for all of us. The channel's grown quite a lot since we started 6 months ago, and that's down to you guys, and I just want to thank you again very much. It's really appreciated for all the support you've shown us over the last couple of months, and we look forward to seeing what the new year brings us. I'd also like to just take a moment to give a big shout out to Leo for the donation recently. It's really appreciated, so thank you very much for that, Leo. In today's video we're going to be taking a look at the Luas, which is the light rail system in Dublin. We're going to be taking a look at some of the madness that happens in and around the Luas. And for all our overseas viewers out there, the word Luas actually means speed in Irish. Don't get any misconceptions, it's not exactly a bullet train. But at the same time, it provides a vital transport link in the crowded streets of Dublin, and it's something I don't think we could actually do without these days. Probably one of the most common types of incidents the Luas is involved in would probably be a collision between the Luas and a pedestrian, cyclist or a motor car. The streets are so busy and the Luas itself is very quiet, so sometimes with people looking at mobile phones or listening to headphones or just looking around, if you're a tourist and you're unfamiliar, it is very easy to walk out and not look where you're going and end up in the path of one of these trams. So we're going to have a look at a compilation of a couple of these clips and you'll see just how close some people come to being seriously injured. None of the people in those clips were seriously injured luckily, but there is potential there for really serious injury. And there have been many people that haven't been so fortunate as the people in those clips and have been seriously injured or even killed. It's also a tough situation to deal with for the driver and for the emergency personnel to come and deal with the accident. As you've seen in that compilation, there was a few vehicles involved in collisions with the Luas. So we're going to take a little closer look at that now.
effort to reduce the number of drivers running red lights and the number of drivers hitting Luas trams, Luas teamed up with An Garda Síochána, the National Transport Authority and Dublin City Council to develop an automated red light camera system.
This automated red light system is in place at the junction of Blackhall Place and Benburb Street. Anyone who infringes this red light will face a fixed charge penalty notice of €80 and 3 penalty points. The interaction between a motorist and a tram of minimum weight of 48 tonnes is there's only one outcome. So we're appealing to all motorists and road users to comply with the Road Traffic Act and to comply with red lights.
Any type of incident that involves a tram is incredibly stressful for our own staff, particularly the driver. We train our drivers in defensive driving techniques. That means that they always look to see what other road users are doing and try to react to their actions. Unfortunately, in cases where somebody breaks a red light, it's very hard for the driver to understand exactly what they're going to do, and then the car involved is involved in a collision with the tram. This is an incredibly stressful situation for our staff, for our passengers on board, can result in an injury and sometimes even worse. At the end of the day, this is about prevention. It's about stopping cars from breaking the red light in the first place. The last thing we want to see is an accident.
This system is a set of cameras activated when a vehicle breaks a red light. It then takes a set of photos and generates data which is then automatically sent to An Garda Síochána's Pulse system, which automatically issues penalty points to the vehicle driver.
And obviously, as with any public transport in any city around the world, you're going to have your share of antisocial behaviour. And it is fair to say that the staff do put up with a lot on the Luas. But unfortunately, it's the same the world over, as members of staff on public transport always seem to be getting abuse for just simply doing their job. And then you have all your other things like fare evasion, drunkenness, criminal damage and other things like that, assaults, fights. So there's a whole range of different things, but let's have a look at some of the clips I've managed to find.
They're on every second stop here. Here we go. Here we go. Not a chance he's getting off. He's gone. He's gone. Don't play with the cake, baby. Don't play with the cake. Don't play with the cake, baby. Don't play with the cake, baby. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. Hello.
Train is leaving in 5 minutes. 5 minutes! No, it's leaving in 5 minutes! Oh my god, the doors are closing! The next stop is Jimmel Fixit Street. Next stop, Joel Street. Oh,
open! Ah! The doors are open! Ah! No! The doors are open! Oh no! No! The doors are open! Close the doors! Close the doors! Close now! Yes! Now the doors are closed! We're ready to go! This Luas will go into space! With all the stars, we're going to fly up into space! Woohoo! Here we go, Luas! Woohoo!
Next stop, Jervis.
Where's he off to? Here, ticket. Want your ticket? Come on. Has he got a bus pass? Stop horsing around. I never seen the likes of my life. Like a boy on the Luas. He's not paying his fare. I'm not paying. Reverse! Reverse! Put it in reverse! Wow, no, hey. Yep. Wah. There we go. That's what you get for not paying your fare.
Do you find you get a lot of abuse from passengers?
Luas is safe, but every now and then we get racial and verbal abuse. Please respect Luas staff.
How do you feel when you see vandalism on board the tram or at the stops?
As a Dubliner, I'm really proud of the Luas. I hate to see seats vandalised or shelters smashed. It's really disappointing.
Do you feel afraid or uncomfortable if somebody is drinking alcohol on board the tram?
From personal experience, I have seen people drinking and smoking on board the trams. They act stupid and it does make you feel uncomfortable.
What message would you give to people who throw stones at trams?
Throwing stones at a tram may seem like fun, but somebody could end up being hurt or killed. Think about what you're doing.
What happens if I do smoke or eat on board the tram?
The Luas bylaws allows us to prosecute you, bring you to court, where you may get conviction.
Did you ever see a fight on board the tram?
Yes, I saw a fight on the tram. I was very afraid, but the driver stopped the tram on the next platform and he informed passengers that guards are on the way.
Just on the point of the antisocial behaviour there, I wouldn't say there's very many people that have travelled on the Luas that haven't actually seen some form of antisocial behaviour or even some form of vandalism at one of the tram stops or maybe even to the tram itself. And I have seen some stuff myself as well, be it from drunk people to people starting a bit of aggro on it with the security, or this one thing that sticks in my head is a guy getting put off for not having a ticket, and as soon as the doors closed and the tram start pulling away from the station, he spat at the window kind of to get back at the security. So there's no real point to that, but like luckily he wasn't actually spitting at them. But don't get me wrong, I feel as a tourist, if you were in Dublin and you're sightseeing around the city centre and you're using the Luas kind of more centrally, there's a lot more security and there's the Gardaí are more concentrated around the city centre as well. So it is safe on the Luas. But as in any big city, you just have to take care and be vigilant. On the subject of collisions, well, the statistics I can find are for 2018 and the start of 2019, the first 4 months. 7 pedestrians were struck by trams in the first 4 months of 2019, and there were 14 incidents in total involving vehicles, including one serious one which resulted in a tram derailing. There were no crashes involving cyclists during the same period. But look at 2018, there were 25 total incidents involving contact with a Luas. So you can see there's a major increase, and I don't know what that's down to, whether it's people just being more distracted or not paying attention, but it seems like more awareness is needed. But let's just hope that the statistics for 2020 are a little bit better than that. So just make sure that you don't become a statistic. So if you're out and about around public transport, trams, in Dublin, wherever, just be conscious of your surroundings and take care and stay safe out there, guys. So guys, that just about wraps it up for our little look at the Luas. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll have another video coming very soon. We're back in a lockdown again in Ireland here, so I'll have plenty of spare time. So I'm hoping to get a few more videos out soon, so keep your eyes peeled on the channel. And as always guys, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on a new upload here in Degenerate Watch. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, it really helps us out. And there's links down below to our social media, we're on Instagram and Twitter. And there's also a link there if you'd like to help support the channel. I'll be back very soon with another video, but until then guys, have a great day, stay safe, take care, peace.